Hello, my fellow weirdos. I'm sure a lot of you are probably aware of the Newark Airport, Newark, New Jersey airport issues that have been going on. The delays. Now it's been several times that the radar just is down for a minute or two. A minute or two could be a dozen crashes. I mean, honestly. I know people that have flown out of. See, the thing is, New Jersey is Newark is it's LaGuardia is a lot more inconvenient for a lot of people, and Newark is like has international flights too. I mean, it's a pretty effing busy airport for America, and like I said, it's more convenient, it's easier, and I know people that have recently flown into and out of Newark, and they had waits too, but things were fine. But they don't really know if their pilots had their radar go out or not. They don't. I didn't want to say it to them. They just came back from vacation. I didn't want to say it to them, but that was a risk because for real, they could have been in. They will never know unless they watch the news and say, "Oh my God, I was flying into or out of Newark that day." Nobody's. How are they gonna know? It very well could have blipped off for 20 seconds. Nobody said. And just I had this panic feel in my gut when they said that, because people I know are not changing anything. They are not changing anything, even though they've recently become awake to, oh yeah, I see what you've been yelling about. They're still not changing anything about their lives. Not one thing are they changing to be, you know, concerned. And that distresses me. I don't want people to be panicked and freaked out, but I want you at least fucking aware, not blowing it off. Um, so yeah, that's not made me happy. But the interesting thing is, I want you to listen to this. It was recorded after interviews or something. It was hot mic. It wasn't supposed to be caught, and certainly not those few seconds as released. So listen to this.
I up next Monday morning to get there before I.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. This is the transportation secretary. Okay, the transportation dude.
Your wife gets off TV.
Listen, it's the airport I use as well. By the way, my wife was flying out of Newark tomorrow. I switched her flight to LaGuardia.
Newark Airport has just had a number of issues come up, and that is.
That's the guy in charge of transportation. Republicans screamed, yelled, made up stories about Pete Buttigieg for 4 fucking years. I don't recall radars going out, and I don't recall so many planes falling out of the sky, and I don't recall for the military, I don't recall planes falling off fucking ships either. It's not just one department that he's having problems with. He's having problems with all of his departments. And the reason he is having problems with all of his departments is because all of his departments, he he appointed incompetent people, many of which have no fucking clue to shit. It's not even in their wheelhouse. It was like DeVos, his first term, education, now McBeth. They have done no learning, education themselves of it. How are you fucking standing over it? Just his picks told you he wasn't serious. The fact that they're here now. They're already here. 52 white South Africans. They were not being oppressed, okay? They just got used to the apartheid, where the black people were abused, taken advantage of. The whites dominated everything. They dominated politics. They dominated business. They dominated everything. The black people had no chance at all. And since that's ended, and that is what Elon was born into. His mom's, they went to Canada for a while because his mom was there, was from there. Canada's revoking his citizenship. He doesn't have citizenship with South Africa anymore. All he has now is American citizenship, and I say he's illegal to begin with because he lied on he violated the student visa. You're supposed to go to the classes and maintain a passing grade average, GPA, and it strictly said you are not to start any business in this country while under a student visa. And he proceeded to go to a few classes, never went to classes again, started a business, which is where he got. I am sure that wasn't mentioned in his citizenship papers, just like I'm sure when Melania, 4 months after she gave birth to Barron, a second generation immigrant, he is considered, when she got her Einstein visa, I call it an Epstein visa, because that's what she got herself into. When she got her Einstein visa, it's supposed to be for somebody who's internationally renowned for whatever it is their field. And that they would be a very, very big addition to America if they became an American citizen. They would be valuable, She claimed she was an international model, okay? She doesn't really have, she didn't qualify for her little Epstein, I call it, visa. And I just, they yapped about all these departments. He got the infrastructure done. Biden, Joe got that done. And even the programs that Trump was like, oh, I like that, but Joe did it. So he's dismantling something and then immediately putting the same fucking structure up with his people and calling it successful. Well, then it was successful before under Joe's. You just changed. This is what I mean when I say Republicans, they just are appearances. They fight for no abortion so they look like they're pro-life. And they really accent that on that topic. But when you talk about IVF or about a medical thing that the fetus is dead already, or that doesn't, they don't mention, they don't accent those cases because they can't use that same argument. The baby's dead in mother. let them fucking get it out. But no, they want to be cruel and give more and more emotional trauma. Think about it, guys. If you could carry a baby and your baby was dead inside you, and they told you it was dead, but they won't take it out, how would that make you feel? Carrying it around every day, waiting to die yourself, becoming so infected with a dead fetus. How would that make you feel? And you're supposed to just go about your normal day while you're slowly being toxinated, or whatever, toxified, whatever, as you're slowly dying of toxins while you're trying to walk around and act like everything's fine, and there's your dead fetuses inside you. And they refuse to remove it. You're making her carry something, so you really don't care about the life of the one who's alive, that the fetus is dead. The one that's alive is the mother. But you don't care about her emotional trauma or the fucking possibility that she could get sepsis. And by the time you show signs of it, I mean, you could die even if you're immediately gotten inside. You can die. How can you say you're pro-life in those situations, and you just adamantly go, nope, nope, nope? The fetus is dead. And yet, you bring in, oh, and these white Afrikaners, he paid a private fucking jet. He didn't do it, like he does everything else. Excuse me, sorry. Used a private fucking jet. I'm sure they had a lovely flight. He's paying for them to emerge, for their immersion. He's paying. Who's paying for it? We are paying for this. We paid for him to take legal fucking citizens. Starting to get hot. Our taxpayer money went for removing inhumanely people that are legal citizens or on the legal track for it. And then he brings in people that are fucking bullies in their home country. And when the black people in South Africa say, apartheid is gone, we get a fucking, chance, they don't like that. So Donnie, who's telling our fucking American citizens that you have to limit your toys for your children this year for Christmas and birthdays, but you'll pay for these fucking racist bastard whiners to come and settle. And I'm sure you're going to pay them if they pop out some white babies. Meanwhile, people that were legally here 10 fucking years, they still haven't been able to get their citizenship. And these dicks will probably have it in less than a month. So yeah, I'm fucking pissed. He's absolutely saying the only immigrants we want are white immigrants. And if you notice, a lot of them have young white children. Tell me this is all above board. Prove me wrong. They just happen to be white, he said. I will never welcome them. Ever. Because they're little racists who are upset that the racist system was changed and they don't get preferential white privilege every single time anymore. That's who those families are. And that's what they're bringing those fucking children they brought with them. And it's disgusting.